just take a moment to appreciate this sunrise. Now, just take a moment to appreciate this sunset. What changed? This question probes a fundamental aspect of human perception. Everything you see and feel and hear is ambiguous. The information available to your brain can be interpreted by your mind in many ways. So do the changes in what we believe lead to changes in what we perceive? Does how we think about the world directly and literally change how we perceive the world? Take, for example, an experiment where people put on a heavy backpack and it makes hills look steeper. Or where people think about a bad or immoral act and it makes their world appear darker. These tests seem to probe how we see, just as our sunrise-sunset example does. But it could also be probing how we think, how we feel, how we imagine, and what we believe. My PhD research seeks to understand how people make decisions under uncertainty. What we didn't know is whether we can draw an objective line between two subjective phenomena, seeing and thinking. What we did know is that humans have the ability to self-reflect, something that we call metacognition. Let me just walk you through how metacognition can be used within perception. So if I ask you to judge whether this sun is setting or rising, you know that you're viewing ambiguous information. If I force you to choose, you can make a guess. It'll be an interpretation, but you'll know that you're making a guess. As it turns out, the ability to self-reflect is a powerful tool we can use to understand what separates how we think from how we see. We first validated our approach by measuring clear changes in how we see. Then we measured clear changes in how we think. Now what we can do is distinguish many effects in perception research that are actually changes in interpretation and not perception. So where do we go to from here? Well, humans are not the only species that have the ability to self-reflect. A confident monkey will wait longer for a reward if they think they're correct, or even gamble that reward if they think they can get a better one. Researchers are, right now, using the experiments developed from my PhD to understand the neural structures that co-evolved with monkeys and humans to understand the processes that allow us to self-reflect. My PhD research shows that our ability to self-reflect can be a powerful tool to understand whether seeing really is believing.